Welcome
Mm-hmm.
back
She,
What's goody?
to
she.
another episode of Vibes and Convo. Come on
We
in,
are
come on in.
here.
Yes, sir. Come on in, come on in.
Right.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Come
Got
on.
it's another episode of Vibes and Convo where we
Come
are
on.
your illustrious host, Brother On Key, always on key, never off, right there. Right
Come on.
below us, we got Mr. Kirk Quinn, Mr. Get It In times 10 if you want to win.
What's up with it?
Anything less is a sin. You feel me?
Come on.
And I'm y'all friendly neighborhood sequel 2297. And this week,
Mhm.
we got a question for y'all.
We do got a question for y'all.
Oh, yeah. Key, put him up on game, brother.
Come on. Look, we kind of talked about it a little bit on the last episode or two,
Mhm.
right? We're gonna get to the bottom of it today.
Right.
The question is put it on the screen for y'all too. So when I say it, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Haha.
What is baby making / R&B music?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Now some of y'all like, oh, I know what it is. I know what
Okay.
it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
It's a good.
that's what we want to hear.
It's like R&B 101 deep
We
dive.
want to hear what is baby making / R&B music. Let's get to the nitty gritty and find out.
Right.
But also, we want to talk about this trip out to the R&B Money
Yeah.
tour
Ran into some guys up here in LA the other day.
with the General
You know what I mean?
Tank
Yes.
himself
Yes.
and many other artists.
Yeah.
Carrie Hilson being one,
Yeah.
Yes.
Paul Thomas being another one, and he had a surprise guest, which we're gonna once we get into it, we'll let you guys know.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited because it was actually really dope.
Shoo.
So, but yeah, you're right. We'll get into it.
Yeah. So let's get into these steps so we can get right into it.
Yes,
So
sir.
there's 3 steps we need you to follow on Vibes and Convo. Step number 1.
Walk through that door.
Look,
Tell him.
R&B foes.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Step
help
number 1. Find your place of comfort. Right? That could be at home. That could be on your couch.
Anywhere.
Come on. That could be for those folks that got a little bit of money on their side.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Them
That could
folks.
be on the rooftop.
up on the roof.
Let's get you some bread. Let's get some bread
You know?
because you know what? I want to do some rooftop activities. If that's what the imagination is saying money is like, yeah, let's go party on
On
the
the
roof.
rooftop. It could be on your patio. It could be in your porch. It could be in your car.
Yeah.
It could be your couch in your living room.
Your hammock.
Anywhere to find your place of comfort.
Okay.
Right?
Could even be your beanbag.
Step number 2
Step 2.
is to get you a good set of headphones. Right? Because we do a lot of dialogue here, like this episode here. We want you to be all the way in tune with us. The phone is cool. The phone audio is okay. But as soon as you put them headphones on, you're going to see the difference. You're going to feel like you're in the conversation with us. Right?
Right.
You heard me?
Right.
So, step number 2 is get a good set of headphones. Step number 3.
On me. Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
flipped it up on them a little bit.
At least you put it in the mug this time.
Step number 3 is
I'm slipping this week.
Step number 3 is find your favorite beverage, right? And we need you to put that favorite beverage right next to you.
Yes.
Sip it on some scissors.
I might have a spot of tea.
Mine is Mine is water. I got the water in the cup, y'all. I got the water in the cup.
Water gang, water gang, water gang.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm slipping this week. I done crossed over to the tea.
Oh yeah, nice.
Gee.
And I'm obviously thirsty. So guys, don't go on flaunting your
Sheesh.
water bottles, your fancy teas.
I'm flaunting mine.
You're here thirsty.
I'm flaunting mine.
I'm
Yeah.
parched. Yeah, so don't
Sorry
be
about
like
that,
Kurt.
guys. Sorry about
Get
that, guys.
yourself something to drink.
Yeah. So
Where do we begin?
Let's get into it.
All right.
Yeah. Boy.
R&B money.
Okay.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Give you some of mine.
R&B money. Hey, that's what I left out of the show singing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Super dope concert, yo.
Yeah, man, real dope.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna give you my my rundown of the whole show.
All right.
Okay.
Real quick.
Then I'll pass it to Kurt.
Real quick, going into this for full transparency, y'all. My brothers right here just recently attended to the R&B Money tour that touched down in LA a couple days ago. And this is what happened.
Yeah.
This is what they saw. This is what they
like so gates open at 7:00. Right? First of all, they had like security all over that joint. Outside, inside, had them on bikes, all that.
Thought the president was in town, huh?
I went to take a picture and do a video by the YouTube Theater. Those that follow us on Instagram, there was a video that I put up in the stories of me giving a preview of where we were at, right in front of the YouTube Theater sign, and you know, right after we got done recording, they were like, "Hey, you guys looking for the entrance?" We were like, "Nah, we know where it's at." Yeah, because it's on this side. Come around. It's on this side. Yeah, they got on us a little bit. Yeah. But, you know, went through the line, went to inside. It was smooth, man. The way they got that system over there with the YouTube Theater that's like right by the SoFi Stadium. It's really organized. Because they let you in the gates at 7. They let you in the doors at 7. You get in there and there's like the concession stands. There's the, you know, it seemed like a bar by each
line.
Yeah, but you know, and then like it was cool. It was really organized. Everybody kind of got to their seats on time, and you know, so we went in there, I got some water and used the restroom, and then I went to my seat. And me and my guy Philly Phil.
Shout out Philly Phil.
Yeah. Shout out my guy.
Yeah.
And his wife was there as well. And man, like when we got in there, the DJ was already gigging. Like when you walking in, like it just opened and we walking in there and he's already, "What's up, y'all?" I'm like, dang, it ain't even nobody in here. He already lit. He stood out to me. That DJ stood out to me the whole night. But started off, he kind of hyped us up with some songs. He started with all R&B joints. You know what I mean? Like, and it was beautiful. But one thing I did notice is at 8:00, the show started right at 8:00. Like, Paul Thomas hit the stage right at 8:00. He opened up the show.
He opened at 8:00, right?
Soon as it said 8:00, it's boom. I said, "Wow." It's funny. It's funny. I linked the phone over and showed Phil. I said, "Right at 8:00. That's crazy."
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he came
Old
out.
school.
Carl Thomas came out in the all white on, not playing no games. Went straight to the mic stand, stood there flat footed, and
Yeah.
gave us the business. He didn't have no special effects, no extra lighting. No, he had one spotlight, and that's all he needed because he was not playing no games.
Mhm.
What was his set
Classic
list like?
R&B
What was
from
his
the
set list
outfit
like?
to the show, just
Huh?
classic.
What was his set list? Do you remember?
I don't remember his set list. Don't. I know it was like 25 minutes long.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He did a the way he was doing his set and transitions that they had is really hard to remember his set. Um he did do he did emotional. He did
Oh wow.
um
Summer Rain,
Summer Rain.
the hits.
Yeah. He did
Did emotional.
emotional.
Yeah.
He did he did some album joints too.
Okay.
But it was tricky because he did those songs, but he didn't do them over the original tracks. Some of
Yeah.
them he didn't do over the original tracks.
Okay.
Okay.
So you had to listen with the extra ear. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it was dope. 25 minutes, he was up out of there. They went right back to the DJ. DJ went back to, so that they switched DJs.
Ah,
And it went to a whole nother DJ. DJ that they went to was playing straight hip hop,
damn.
all West Coast.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us. Oh man.
Yeah.
It went straight into that.
Yeah.
Everybody stood up like it was a volcano or something coming. Like
Yeah.
as soon as it came on, it was crazy.
Yeah. In the height of what's going on in LA right now, it makes sense to do that. It just
Yeah.
makes sense.
I was like, man. It went from that, went from, they went into Dr. Dre and
Yeah.
boom, boom. You know what's crazy? The times I went to LA, I kind of keep hearing that same like set.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, y'all really love. Yeah, this is LA. Y'all really love them.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was cool.
Somebody from San Diego.
And then it went into Carrie Hilson. You said spoken like somebody from San Diego. Yeah, y'all really love them like that. You know what I mean? Like I see how LA embraced their artists.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish we would do that, but we don't do that.
I know, right?
We don't do that in San Diego.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, like Carrie Hilson came out.
Miss Carrie, baby.
Yeah, and like then we started seeing stage effects when she came out. She had extra lighting. She had like a step riser.
Yeah.
She
And
she came out. She had like a whole like a routine. Like it was all like
her
super
set-
organized.
Yeah,
set
a little
was
more
interesting.
pageantry.
Because I miss Carl Thomas, unfortunately. He was on time, y'all.
Yeah.
Look, 25-minute set, y'all. All the hits, y'all. I missed it. And it's funny because I'm a huge Carl Thomas fan. Everybody,
One of the biggest.
But I did get there and catch Carrie Hilson's set. I could definitely see the pageantry. So here's the thing about Carrie Hilson's set. I almost forgot how many songs that Carrie Hilson had that was kind of popish.
Yeah.
Because when they start playing that, and I like you just the way you are.
Yep.
When they start playing that, I was like, oh snap. I forgot this was a Carrie Hilson adjacent record.
Yep.
Right.
You know
Carrie Hilson, Nelly Furtado, Timbaland.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. Carrie Hilson's set was pretty cool. It was a lot of pageantry. She had like pink tutu pants on, something like that. And a lot of her set, she was like kind of acting, laying on the steps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I liked her set. I realized like, you know, um that she really can sing, like she really can sing live.
Yeah, Carrie Hilson voice
Like
is she's
keeping a
pretty.
tone and keeping like her pitch, like she was on point with that. No
Yeah,
matter how much she moved, it was like, dang,
which
you
is hard
you
work.
you right there. You know what I mean? Um, First time seeing her live. This is my first time seeing everyone at the show live. So um, it was dope. She the last song she did was the Pretty Girl Rock,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she came out. She actually came to
and
through the
jumped this.
crowd, but the man the production didn't put the spotlight on her. So when she came in
Oh,
the crowd, a lot of people was like just looking at the stage and was
yeah.
like, "Dang, is she performing? She
Right.
performing the song from the back?"
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because where I was sitting, I didn't see, and I was like, "Yo, I hear her. She's singing it live."
Yeah.
And we thought she had a wardrobe malfunction or something in the back because we didn't catch the
Yeah,
spotlight following her.
Yeah. That might have been on purpose too. Like she probably wanted y'all to be distracted while she started the song.
but it was like
Come up to the
some
crowd.
people never found her though.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people were like, "Oh, she just performed the whole thing from the back." Okay,
Yeah. So the people that were right next to her could only be the people that had access to know that. Okay, she's right there.
yeah, like
Which is
she
easier
came
to
out on
do
the
without
right
getting
hand side,
Yeah.
and I saw her. Because I just looked over there and I kind of saw the security first.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
these security guards, and then she came out right there, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
singing. But there was no spotlight, so a lot of
Yeah.
people just didn't see her.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's what I'm saying. That might have been intentional. That might have just been
oh yeah,
intentional for that reason. That reason
yeah.
alone.
But overall, Carrie Hilson set was actually pretty dope. I wish I'd spent more time listening to more Carrie Hilson music in depth because I realized there are some songs that I missed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it made me more interested because I'm already a Carrie Hilson fan. But it's like let's take a deep dive.
Yeah,
Let me
definitely.
get into her body of work a little bit more.
Yeah. Were any of y'all close enough to her while she was in the crowd?
Heck no.
No,
Damn. I was gonna ask you what she smelled like. God damn.
she did like a,
Did she
she
smell
did
like
like a,
cherries? Did she smell like
like
juices
the
of
way
berries?
she did it was like a U shape. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, then the man, the general.
Yes,
Yes.
Hank.
Man, this dude had all the production.
Yeah.
He
Jeez.
had the left and right screen and middle screen and like all these stage lights that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
That
like
jokes. Right
it
before he
pretty much
came
started off like a
on,
movie.
they had a timer.
He better have all that. The headline.
He had a timer.
Like a 1 minute timer. We sitting up here like, okay, we got a minute to spare. So
Got
that
1
10,
minute.
9, 8. I
I was
said,
like, oh
oh,
snap!
hey, was
He
okay.
came out. Well,
Say like an
it was like
explosion sound
an
effect.
interlude. It was him performing his interlude on an actual video.
Okay.
So he was performing
Oh, my
R&B money,
Okay.
but he's performing it like it's like a video of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he came out. First song he did was "You're My Star."
Came out to your
Okay.
and that was
I
dope.
said, "Oh,
I
That was
still love
dope.
that song from him too. People hate on that song even now. I'm like,
That song is
how?
that
you
song
can't
is
hate,
crazy.
you can't hate on
Can't
that
hate on
song,
that.
man."
There's so much effort. There's so much production. There's so much music in that song.
Yes, it is.
Like you can't come on, bro. Like
And he
it's
delivers it. Oh, he
yeah,
delivers it.
yeah. There's a
Is it
lot of
Galaxy?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
all about
it was
you.
the first and last time Tank was on his doggone Justin Timberlake type vibe. And he did it
Right.
very well. And I don't think people want to give him that he's capable of that too.
he's
They want to
That
keep him really
project,
heartfelt.
Look
Keep him
Stronger is
crooned.
one of my favorite projects from him.
Yeah, mine too. By
So
far.
that's just me, like that musicianship.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was free on that project. Just
Yeah.
Seems like
you
we
know what I
got
mean?
the full version of Tank, not just the singer, but we got the producer, the everything. Like this
Yeah.
is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like in his set, he had a bunch of like interludes like that, the video interludes, and then he had like some acting scenes, like with him with the girl at the bar and the girl at the bar. They got to know him, and it was interesting.
Yo,
Okay.
Tank has
Adding the
okay.
element of R. Kelly in the closet acting.
Look,
Yeah, acting going on.
I feel like the Tank that like we knew at first, right? That was just a singer, songwriter.
Right.
It's not the Tank that we have right now.
Of course. Of course not.
Because this dude is definitely like a TV like a personality right now with his
Mm-hmm.
podcast, right? He is kind of an accomplished actor on the slick, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And then with this thing, I
Low
guess
key been dabbling in the comedy too.
that's
Can't
what I'm
forget
about to
that
say.
accolade.
He's like
Yeah.
lightweight, yeah, like a little comedy thing there. Like it was like he was
Yeah, he did a comedy set
entertaining.
in his set.
Like someone was like very like entertaining.
Like
You know
he
what I'm
got
saying?
up, microphone, and went into a whole comedy set in his set.
Like
And everybody was like, there's some people that was like, that was sitting by us was like, is he like,
I mean, I
is he a
laughed.
is he a comedian? And I'm like, I already knew because I'm like,
Yeah.
he's already done, he's already done sets, comedy
Yeah.
sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he'd infused it in his actual performing set. So
It was more than it's more than I expected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that was really dope. I feel like I got my money's worth. Especially being the first time I'm lying. First time I saw Tank was in New Orleans during Mardi Gras season under the Claiborne Bridge. They used to do concerts under the bridge.
Claiborne.
Yeah.
come on.
Them Coffee Brown and like Genuine. I remember seeing Tank a long time ago, like the late 90s, early 2000s type deal.
Right.
Yeah,
he,
it's 2024.
I like his show mix. Let's get to that nerd talk.
Come on with it.
His show mix
Speak on it.
was crazy good. I was like, I couldn't focus, man. It was just so much I'm like, there's so much going on, and I'm like, dang, and then he's singing on top of it. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah.
Take a little Vegas residency right now.
Like Mint Condition put his shit together, huh?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
The breaks, the band breaks,
the breaks,
lights,
like
da 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 da. Like
the key changes. He changed the key to a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you got the moment where his set turns into the acoustic, him on the keys, and the choir. So the audience at an R&B Money show, it's not an average audience. I'm telling you, they got at least 3 like mass choirs in there. You got a lot of people that are musicians that understand 3-part harmonies, the 1, the 3, and the 5. So like when Tank is singing, and everybody break off into like a harmony, and it's like, oh, it's not just us.
Yeah.
So that experience was funny. Was funny and like really dope. Like it was you had to kind of be there.
Yep.
Crazy. I thought it was real crazy, man.
What was the joint he was singing and everybody started just jumping on the parts?
He was singing Aaliyah's "Come Over."
Oh, he did his part on there. Yeah.
He started with the hook, and like he was on the keys, and he started with the hook, and like he's like,
everybody was singing.
Over. And he was, I said, I looked around like this because I didn't see the vocals on the stage. So I'm like, where these backgrounds coming from?
It was the
and it's the crowd.
Yep. Yep.
And you know the second round when it started getting into the harmonies.
Yeah.
People jumped into harmonies, and I said, I said, this is crazy. And that's why I realized, I'm like, yeah, his fan base is artists. His fan base is other people who are musicians, who are vocalists, who are entertainers. You know,
he's a singer. He's a producer. He's an artist's artist. Like he's that to a lot of people. So I can see that.
He's a lot of inspiration. Because anytime you do that, where people ride for you like that, and they do what you do, You
Yeah,
definitely are an inspiration to folks. So that's
Yeah,
dope seeing that.
that's 1,000.
he had Lonnie Burrell
Yep.
with him
As
too. He just
is his
had one background singer.
Okay.
his hype man / background singer. I was tired for Lonnie. Lonnie was really working.
Lonnie was really singing,
He's
bro.
he's singing all the hard parts of the songs, giving Tank a break. He's running back and forth. They got little choreography stuff going on. It's pretty freaking
Yeah,
dope.
he wasn't He wasn't like standing in the background. It was like
Nah.
there was a duo when it was.
Yeah. Like they were a group for the night.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll go on
Yeah.
record for saying this because we throw out we hold Tank in high regard on here, and we're noticing. And Kurt, you keep bringing this up. This would make me think about this. How he's not the Tank that we've grown to know over the years. What we're seeing now is different.
Yeah, he's more.
This is just me. I'll throw this out there. This is me looking forward to the future. I wouldn't doubt if we see Tank evolve into what Jamie Foxx already is.
If
somebody was saying that at the show too,
we can see
I wouldn't
like
doubt
Jamie.
And y'all got a chance to see that with everything he incorporated in his stage show, from the comedy to the acting. He's already 100% on the music space.
And then he's very doing entertaining. Now,
yeah, and he's an athlete too.
Right.
Very.
You do a lot of things, man.
They draw a lot of parallels already.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much of a freaking Chippendale he was, though. Let me say that part.
What?
So I didn't realize how much of a freaking Chippendale Sir Tank was. I mean,
no homo. I feel you though.
Half of my man's set, I couldn't stand up for. I had to sit down. Like, what? Because even Lonnie left the stage. She was like, "Yeah, man, I know you like to do your thing, get sexy, so
yeah,
I'm gonna let you have it." And he's kind of scuttled off to the left.
Yeah.
And I'm out there like, "Okay, this is Tank is going crazy. He's still saying, he's taking off his clothes." Yeah. Well,
respect.
For this time of the show, I'm going to sit down. Okay. Like the songs a lot. Great. Good job. And then, he had a whole section of the shirtless Tank show. Then he kind of turned. I'll say this.
What you called it again?
And the shirtless Tank show.
That was funny. I'm not going to let you slide over that one.
You said what?
Said the shirtless Tank show.
This is crazy. But but I will say this. Shout out to Tank, because he did put a whole disclaimer out. He was like, "Look, I see a lot of couples here tonight. For the ones who brought, for guys that, brought their girl to see another dude, y'all owe him in a major way before the end of the day." I was like, shout out to Tank. You know what?
He did.
You ain't so bad, brother. Good job.
Shout out to General, man, for doing that, man. 100.
So, yeah, it was good, though. Very entertaining.
Real good.
Very entertaining.
Good. Yeah, his set was a little over. It was almost like 40 minutes.
Okay. Oh, a solid show then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave y'all the bit. He wasn't just in and out.
He was on the keys. He did the comedy set. He did.
Yeah.
The tracks. He did everything, man.
Yeah, he gave y'all some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really did.
He did do slowly. A lot of people questioned whether he was going to do slowly or not.
Did he?
He did do slowly.
Yes.
Maybe I Deserve.
Okay.
Please Don't Go.
Yeah.
I Can't Make You Love Me.
Yeah. Now,
he
question.
also did Maxwell.
That remake that he did.
Woman's Worth remix.
Yep. Yeah. Now, question. Did Tank by any chance do anything any album cuts off the last project that y'all can remember? Anything at all?
No.
Off of the Army Money Punch.
I thought he would have definitely performed War.
He did a new song.
Or would have performed I Just Want to Love You. So
he
that's
did
a
the
good
new song with him and Fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, he did do that though, right?
He did that one.
Kind of.
Kind of like did a snippet of it.
He let the video play. The video was playing on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
he was transitioning to something else.
Yeah, Fabulous verse came. And he was singing along with it, but it wasn't I didn't look at it because he started talking in it. Hey, my name is Tank. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was lovely.
Yeah.
Boom, and it's still body da body da ba. It's still playing while he's
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
It's
I
like,
feel you.
all right,
Yeah, that don't count for real.
nah.
That's more like a transitional piece or outro. I'm getting ready to get out of here mute. Like,
Yeah.
I feel you.
He's like, we still number one. He said we
Yeah.
went number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Sound like it was a phenomenal night, man.
Man, it was
That I
beautiful.
would have given to be there.
We didn't even talk about Tank's special guest.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kurt.
He was slick. He slid out there on a slick too.
Who he slid out there?
Yeah.
Who he slid out there? Chris Brown?
Folks didn't even know. Like, it was like,
I'm just guessing.
Is that him? Is that him or not? Wait, is that him? There's folks doing that.
Yeah.
But Tank had a part in his set where he did songs that he wrote for other artists. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how the whole like he was singing Aaliyah's, he sung Aaliyah's stuff.
Okay, we know Aaliyah wasn't there, so who else?
Then he went into, he went into
okay, all right, people. Like, he is like the king. I just want y'all to know my
we gotta build to it.
He is the king of like bagging stuff out. Like
we gotta build to it, baby. You gotta build to it. You know what I'm saying?
And he really rubbing it in right now because he know I wasn't there.
You know.
And we haven't talked about this prior to the show, y'all. So I'm just like y'all right now. Like, get to it.
So he went into a part where he said, there's some other songs that I wrote for some people.
Okay.
And then he started singing. Oh, my brother Omarion.
He had
Omarion slid out there on us.
Hey, oh, who, as we learned as of recent, in recent interviews that they've done and recent research or whatever, Tank is a heavy part of Omarion's solo career.
Yes.
A heavy part
Omarion came sliding out there.
Yeah.
Tossing up the little O sign.
Yeah.
Lonnie Burrell, Tank is singing, and then Lonnie Burrell hands Omarion a mic, and Omarion starts singing the verse.
That's what's up.
Oh.
That's what's up. Yeah, that makes perfect
sense. Tank and Lonnie Burrell is his backup. It's
crazy. Yeah. So it was kind of like a reunion.
And he was like, y'all give it up for Tank, man.
Yeah.
It's my big brother right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
He was like, without my big brother right here, he was like, we need you in R&B. We need you.
Yep.
And he took a bow and he walked out. I was like, oh, that was dope.
Class act all the way. Class act. See, O was raised by the OGs in this R&B thing, man.
Right.
And he still carried it.
I seen that Babyface was there. He didn't come out on the stage, but
he was there.
He was hanging out in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was super dope. Super dope night.
I bet you was probably even more R&B heads. Like
I'm pretty sure.
You didn't see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was probably there.
Yep. Crazy.
Hell yeah, man. That's all right. My time coming. I'm gonna catch him eventually.
It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. First time I got to see the General. Tank's one of my favorite artists. First time I got to see him live.
And he did not disappoint.
Man. Come on. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to R&B Money. Shout out to you, Tank, and all that you are, man. Definitely inspiration. Definitely one of the vocal points for us even creating what we created with this. Like, for real, like we salute you and all you do. Kudos to you.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
next time I'll see Carl Thomas.
I'm trying to like get away from I'm trying not to rub it in, but
it ain't going nowhere. It's gonna live in his head.
Carl Thomas, if you watching, man, if you can come back to LA so Kirk can see you, man. I don't care if it's at a club or something, just do it one time for come on.
It's all good. I'm gonna catch
get off his bucket list for him, man.
Man, he ain't gonna let it go. It ain't going nowhere.
I don't blame you, man.
Right
Carl one of them ones. Carl one of them ones.
Like slipped through my phones in my hand, son. But it's all good. It was Tank set was incredible. Thank you guys for putting on a great show. Carrie Elson was crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah.
I think they should tour again together. I really like the combination of all three of them.
Yeah.
I really think they should do an R&B Money tour part 2.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hopefully it's an ongoing thing just with that moniker. Like I hope it's an ongoing tour. That tour is like annually, like all the time. And they just put
That'll be
different
dope.
pieces in there every
That'll
so
be dope.
often.
I'm curious to see what Carrie Hilson and Carl Thomas got up their sleeve.
Ooh.
They got a project coming. I feel like it
I
is.
think Carrie Hilson does. She mentioned on the podcast that she had some newer music.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm for that, but I'm not finna glance over the fact that I'm still low key mad at Carl Thomas.
Why is that?
And he don't need to take it personal because it's not just him; it's everybody involved with the shot.
I just caught it.
Yeah, buddy, you know I am. How like I love that.
Did you see they announced a new member?
What?
And they minus the member and they announced a new member.
Wait a minute.
Who? And
so
who
Donnell Jones is no longer part of the shot.
Oh no!
They got a new member.
Who they replace him with? Who he got traded for?
If you say who I think you might say, I'm finna
Tim will know like how I like to build up the stuff.
Who is that?
Right after he got done complaining about it. Well, you know. You know.
Where's my gun?
We know this person pretty well. Super vocalist.
Okay.
Okay, I can breathe.
And then
now.
from The Shy.
Okay.
I can breathe now. If you said super vocalist, I can
Everybody
breathe.
from Chicago get busy.
So you know.
For the most part.
So yeah, you know. I'm messing with y'all. No. So the new member is Selena Johnson.
Yeah. Yes.
She announced it on her Instagram.
Hell yeah.
That she's now part of The Shy.
Oh yeah.
So they got,
it's gonna be interesting.
Okay. All right. I retract my last statement. Carl, you back in my good graces again.
Okay.
We all good. Because if y'all got a new member, that means y'all finna come with some stuff. So I'm cool now. I thought it was still a dead thing. I thought it was something because all of y'all individually, since dropping that fire single y'all dropped as The Shy, that y'all just dissipated, wasn't telling nobody nothing or anything, man. So yeah, I had the right to be mad. I was gonna stand on that too.
Maybe
but now that y'all got a new member, it sounds like the wheels are turning. Y'all about to. So I'm cool.
Sound like to me.
In a fantasy world, hypothetically speaking, what if The Shy was holding back their release for when TGT decides?
Nah.
Yeah, I know.
That's a good angle though. That's it. Hey, that's not a far-fetched take. That could be. That might very well be a reason.
GT already had an album in his classic.
True.
They working on something new though.
True. But in light of them, we didn't hear about The Shy as a group or whatever till
they actually had some music for us.
No, not that, but mostly when TGT was talking about dropping when they finally reconciled, was dropping the project.
Yeah.
It was almost around that same time when The Shy got announced. So I could say
true.
It might have been a strategic thing, like let's wait for TGT to drop again because we already see what they did last time.
Because Carl Thomas is on.
Let's go ahead and just hold off on it, wait for them to go ahead and get that out the way, and then we'll follow up.
Right.
Could very well think that might have been a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we won't know until people like, Carl Thomas or Tank get on the Vibes of Convo show, you know what I'm saying? Come let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah, come set us straight, you know what I'm saying?
Broad speculation.
Broad. Yeah. But not far-fetched.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Subject of the night. Okay. What is baby making R&B music? And we had to identify with R&B music, right? Because the word baby making seems to be attached to all R&B music to some people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now I can I can say that I've got into many arguments. Many arguments.
Okay.
a bushel
with
of
different folks about this subject here.
So Slim
To
Shady.
some people that I've had these arguments with, they believe that when you say R&B music, it's automatically baby making music.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell them, I'm like, nah, there's in R&B music, there's different styles and there's different content. But they seem to believe that it's all baby making music unless it's up tempo and whatever that means.
Go ahead and call them out, Key. Ain't no they. You know who they are. Just go ahead and call them out.
This is, you know,
Ain't no they.
I don't know. I don't even know what up tempo means, but that's a whole nother subject in itself.
I feel you.
But baby making music is not all R&B, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it depends on the content of what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, are you talking about making love?
Okay.
Or are you talking about freaking?
Okay. There's a difference, huh?
But then there's a difference. There's
that part.
The heartfelt.
Okay.
The Brian McKnights.
Yeah. The soulful.
Right. They go, that's baby making music. I don't know. I don't know if we can say that.
It's a lot of good.
I think you're saying it based off tempo.
Yeah.
But
you know, Key. Typically, and this is just generic folk, the common ear always be like, whatever in their mind, whatever doggone they had kids to, or doggone whatever song was playing when they produced or conceived the child or whatever, they all throw that in the baby making category. No matter whether it's up tempo, whether it's mid, whether it's hot, it don't even matter what type. They don't even get into subject matter or whatever. It's just that's how bare bones they identify stuff.
And I think that's why it's so hard to make it such a uniformed answer, because you have to consider that people make babies to all kind of music. You know, you dig?
This is true.
Yeah, somebody got knocked off the Sexy Red just last night. I'm sure.
For sure.
That's baby making music.
That's baby making music.
We'll never call that baby making music. We'll never call that baby making music.
I'm just saying, what people make.
Depending on who you talking to, though.
A lot of us here because of Rick James, Super Freak. Ain't nothing.
Okay.
You dig?
Okay.
A lot of us might be here.
Fire and Desire was not heartfelt.
Oh wow, man! And you turned on my phone. Hey, chill. I just remembered that song.
Hey,
baby making music right there.
So when people talk about baby making music, you're right. You got to understand the person that's having this conversation probably is not a real fan of that genre of music. They are asking from an informational, like, child's perspective.
Speak on it.
Like, break it down to me as if I'm a 5-year-old. Because I hear pianos and singing automatically, baby making music. Yeah. And you just told us that's why your ears stopped.
Yep. Pretty much.
Your ears can't, because it's not, because when you're talking about what something is about, you have to listen to what they're talking about.
Now watch this.
And if we did that, we'd realize that just because something has a tempo of a certain BPM and a certain kind of instrument playing, like one of my favorite songs was Music Soul Child's "If I Would Have Knew the Girl Next Door Would Have Been You."
Yep.
Would have been nice to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The joint is not about smashing.
Right.
At all. It's about it's like heartfelt. It's like, yo, if I'd have known the type of person you were turning out to be, I would have treated you better.
Yep.
To add to what you're saying,
we know people that got smashed to that same song.
To add to what you're saying, watch this.
Just saying.
Watch this, Quinn.
The subject matter of the song has nothing to do with that.
Exactly. So watch this. This is what people don't pay attention to.
Okay.
Oh, when it's up tempo, it's not baby making. I'm like, do y'all really want to stand by that?
Okay.
This is the argument I had. I said, do you really want to stand by that? Yeah, when it's up tempo, it's not baby making. All the baby making is slow. I said,
Okay.
excuse me? Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Ooh, how I
like it.
is
Yep.
that a ballad? Is it slow?
It's not slow at all.
It's a mid-tempo club song.
That boy, and that
Synonymous with
song,
all the swing outs
and that song.
Here we go. Because they like,
Crazy.
no, but that ain't. That's. I mean, check it out. Peaches and cream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. It's another dance record that's
Yep.
absolutely about Smith Ashton.
That part. Uh-huh.
Like
We can do it anywhere.
ooh,
I
ooh,
can
ooh,
love you
ooh,
in a
ooh.
shower. Both of our bodies dripping wet.
That's
Yep.
not slow tempo either.
Not at all.
Boom, boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom.
They'll play it in the club. They
All
played it
day.
in the club then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
You
know, it gotta
already
be
know.
in the club. It
You
gotta
know
be up
you're
tempo.
the
It gotta be
favorite positions from the
right.
back. Hey, yep. Ask no questions.
Why?
You already know.
So is 112 the king of the
It ain't
sneaky?
just them though.
It ain't just them, but yeah, but
Look,
great
look.
examples.
Yeah, they have some great examples of the mid to fast tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Baby
Yeah.
making that's baby making music. So it's not. So
How
I
would you like it if I hit you with a
six.
69?
Come on, Link.
Set it straight out.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. True.
Yep.
Not a tempo and not a slow ballad.
Mm-mm.
We heard his slow ballads.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was on the same content,
Mhm.
but it's baby making. Just
But
because it's
and
not
then
slow.
and then you got.
Yeah, people just gonna have to accept the fact that R&B is way more vast than what the
Yeah.
what social media or the status quo might be pushing today,
Right.
and it
And then
always will be.
it's like
Right.
but we're judging it. We're judging it from somebody who takes the time to listen.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't take the time to listen. Even like most popular music, like people don't know what people are saying.
Right.
They're just the beat comes on, dun 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 dun, dun bam bam bam
And they
bam.
locked
Hey,
into just that.
hey,
Yeah.
because the music gives you a feeling, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
I mean, it's just a different level of listening when you're paying attention to the words,
I agree.
right? Which should be, I thought that should be your basics,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's what happens, and then we get into these conversations about what baby making music is. Baby making music will tell you what baby making music is because in the music they will reference something related to
Mhm.
making a baby.
This is a baby maker.
It's like, yes, are there slow songs that's baby making? Yes. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll make love to you
yeah.
Yep.
if you want me
And it's
to.
funny because
And
I don't
that's
think of Boys
what
to Men
you
as a
like.
group that made baby making music. And then one of their
Ooh,
biggest songs
ah,
is
ooh, ah.
right.
Mhm.
Right.
50
Because
candles
we
burn
think of R&B different.
bright.
Like we think of like, okay, what's the content? What's the, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? What's the feel?
Yeah.
What you doing with the arrangements? What's the
Exactly.
production sounding like? We thinking about all of those things.
And that's why we know how to better identify it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but to the average listener, like it just nowadays it goes right over people's heads as opposed to back in the day, like there was no confusion about what it was.
Correct.
There was no like it was pretty cut and dry
Correct.
and being marketed
Almost.
in that way so that people would know that this is exactly what it is, not to be confused with. You know what I mean?
So
Right.
okay, so let's talk about R&B music as a whole, right? Because the other part of it is what is baby making slash R&B music. So it's like let's see, rhythm and blues, R&B music, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we kind of get into the weeds of it because like if R&B is a thing to do, like it's a verb, like singing, you got all kind of subject matters that fall under it, under the rhythm or the blues side. But we kind of associate R&B as a whole with love making music.
Right.
Like we associate country music as a whole with whiskey.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's always something in country music that's happening
Yeah.
because of whiskey.
Oh yeah.
And that might be just me being goofy. So please don't take that serious. I know that country music can be deeper than that.
But you're not
then,
wrong though.
But and then a lot of rock music is makes my objective
That made me angry.
could be angry. You know what I mean? Or it's freaking.
That's gore. That's gore. That's more gore.
This is like a
Wow.
broad. This is my
Yeah.
general idea. But see how? But it's a general idea. My general idea could be is absolutely superficial and could be wrong. What I'm saying is people look at R&B like that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's my. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Even
Yep.
though country music can be way more thoughtful, there can be way
Oh, yeah.
more, different kind of subjects coming from
Mhm.
a certain perspective. R&B
Yep.
music could be more than just sex. A lot of my favorite R&B singers aren't even like that. Like PJ Morton is one of my favorite R&B artists,
Right.
and you go to his music for something else.
Right.
I'm
Some
not
are
going.
a lot of our greats, Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
oh,
Now,
I'm not sure.
Babyface is not
sorry.
really on that all
I'm
the
sorry. I
time.
can't let y'all shit on rock and roll like that, man. It's a lot of great heartfelt songs of rock and
no,
roll
of
too, man.
course.
Like Bon Jovi off the top of my head, man. Living on a Prayer.
Oh man,
I still get emotional sometimes hearing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of greats, especially rooted like in the early 90s, late 80s, that were really like pushing rock and roll beyond what was typically known for. And
right.
even nowadays, like real hardcore R&B artists, you'll hear elements of rock
And
in
that
their music still, just
and
like you'll hear elements of blues and gospel. And
Right.
I'm saying all that to say, at the end of the day, man, this core R&B is just always has been, always will be a culmination of everything or whatever,
Correct.
including hip hop.
right.
Including hip hop. That's at its core. That's what R&B has always been. That's why R&B can never die.
Right. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
I think I see you guys' points, and I think that yeah, like when you're not in the genre, it's easy to
Yeah.
try to categorize it yourself. Like, whenever I hear rock, I just hear
Right.
and it's like that's kind of whack for me to say. It's whack for me to say that, which is kind of whack when they like, hey, all that's baby making music, man.
Right.
We can't
Yeah.
play that. We can't play that in here, man. It's all baby making music.
Yeah.
Really? Well, you play it, or you do play baby making music still,
Yeah.
but you don't categorize it the same way you categorize R&B. So you're trying to get away from, if it's slow, don't play it because it's baby making.
But
But if it's upbeat and up tempo, we can play that.
yeah.
But
But
your
you know what?
content
I'm
is
glad you brought
still
that up because that actually speaks to an even bigger problem. We've addressed this on our show before of how R&B music gets miscategorized all the time at award shows.
oh
Right? You got people like even now, you got people that get thrown in the R&B category at award shows. Nothing about them is R&B.
That's rappers.
But because they're rapping in melodics, oh, that's close enough.
But let me ask you this.
nah.
But let
No.
me ask you this. Is it a situation where an artist is uploading their music or they're working with a label and they're self-identifying themselves as R&B?
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
there's I
is it
think that
like,
could be an element of it too. You're right.
because I know on the Slick, there's some folks that I know that did music back in the Gap. They had categorized their music something else
Mm-hmm.
when they're uploading it to get it seen by a different audience, which I thought is kind of stupid. You want to kind of go with your target audience
I
Right.
get
is.
it.
But
I get it.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like are people even that's doing music super definitive on what they call R&B? Because maybe they calling themselves R&B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I saw Blast and Roddy Rich on the Kendrick joint, right?
Yeah.
To me, both of them lightweight sing.
Yeah.
Now, no,
No.
but
No.
they melodically sing, which would make me think they're vocalists.
Yeah.
But they kind of don't move like a vocalist in the way that they care about their voice and the way that they care
Yeah.
about how they're being heard.
Right.
And that's
Right.
where it changed that.
They
That's
get
another.
there
It
and
like
yell.
it's like trying to create another subgenre in it.
Yeah.
Trying to give it another style.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we didn't really have those in the 90s. We didn't have that genre. That style wasn't there.
Right.
Mhm.
Because it's weird, right? Because I'm thinking if you sung it, I'm thinking you
Right.
wanted to sound like that.
Mhm.
Right.
But playing in the back and you, hey, da 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 da, like you don't care about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when they perform it, they don't perform
So
it
the
like that.
mentality is like completely different. Like,
Yeah.
so I can see where it could be a little like on what is R&B these days.
They kind of make things jingle. Like it's almost like a jingle to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, because the jingles you kind of turn off. Like if you're gonna sing it, you turn it off a little bit. You got to tone it down a little bit to make it a jingle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make it where everybody feel like they can sing to it. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
A sing along,
Yeah.
a community event, if you will.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what's going on. Like, I feel like that style is there of like, let me give you a melodic jingle that you can sing.
That's easy to remember. Or it's gonna stick in your brain. If you don't remember nothing else, you remember this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a clever songwriting.
It is.
To that respect.
And that gospel R&B trickle that we had in the 90s, that was like, we had all the folks that everybody came from the church and they came to R&B, and the styles merged, content and that style merged together, and that's why that's why we had who we had. You know what I mean? I feel the new scene is a little different. Their influence is a little different. I even think even if they were brought up in the church, the style of singing of who they're like the artists they're listening to are probably not doing those things that Yolanda Adams and John P. Key and Fred Hammond, all of that, we're doing. So it
Yeah, I feel you, man.
It is interesting. That would be probably the biggest difference. The influences, like
Yeah.
we're influenced by church and this because of because of the time frame. Everybody who's doing music, the biggest influences have been like Lil Wayne and Gucci Mane.
Right. And the influence now is like Drake and
right.
You know what I mean? People that's that's
tweeners. They kind of melodically rap. They in between.
Yeah. So, it's a crazy subject to me, like baby making music, because it's just kind of like you if you're a DJ or if you're a business owner or you're thing like that, when you talk about what I'm going to play and what I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
If you're already like listening to a genre that you normally don't listen to, then you automatically do this categorizing, like I can't play this and I can't play that because it's baby making. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything's not baby making.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, them very DJs for that reason shouldn't even be DJing. Because like you call yourself a DJ, that means you got it. Like at minimum, music, and not just the genre that you catering to. You know everything outside that bad boy too. In order to be an effective DJ, you have to.
I mean,
Right.
I think a lot of DJs' mentality is just making the crowd move, so they take themselves out of it, which
Right.
is
Yeah.
which kind of
It's how it's supposed to do, but
I don't know.
doesn't always happen that way.
Right. Well, this concludes this episode of Vibes and Combo.
Like that.
That took everything out of you, didn't it?
Look, it's making me think about them arguments. Like, bro, I'm about
Took
to go.
everything out
I'm about
of
to go somewhere right now, argue with somebody
Oh Lord.
about it. This motivated the argument to let's pick up where we left off last time. Remember last time you was talking about baby making music? Let me throw some extra points at you real quick.
Yeah, you put the battery in your own back. Look at you.
Come on. But,
Oh my God.
Y'all got any shout outs you want to give before we jump about this thing?
Yo,
Well, like we always do about this time.
Yeah.
Shout out
to
to
the
the
child.
Oh, you saw me singing now. See what R&B Money Tour do? We got a singing shit. We normally don't sing.
Man.
Shout out to the chat, man.
Oh my God. Man, shout out any and everybody listening, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
Shout out the General. Shout out Tank. Shout out Kerry Hilson and Carl Thomas for giving us the R&B Money Tour. Doggone. Shout out for being in LA and for my brothers to go experience that, man. Doggone, I'm mad I missed y'all when y'all came to Akron, but it's all good. As long as I get breath left in me and y'all still performing, I got a chance.
Right.
Come on.
For real.
I'm going again, so gotta go see Carl Thomas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Freaking look, thank you guys. I know we haven't plugged the playlist, but if you guys want to hear some of the music that we talk about on and off the show, check out the Vibes and Convo playlist. The link will be in the description in this program, so appreciate y'all in advance. If you haven't heard Time of Need by the Soul Movement family.
Yeah.
It is in that playlist as well.
What the Hair Club for Men do say, I'm not just a spokesman, I'm a member.
Come on.
So, yeah, we don't just talk about this R&B thing. We live this R&B thing. Check us out, yo. Outside of that, we appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Hell yeah. Real quick, shout out everybody that's been listening, everybody that's supporting me and supporting us. Shaking hands or whatever. Everybody in Cleveland right now that's listening, tuned in, appreciate the support or whatever. We promise to keep this R&B thing alive for y'all or whatever, and keep holding y'all in the conversation as well. This being one of the major R&B hubs of the country. Doggone shout out everybody on 93rd, man. Everything they got going on this weekend, man. It's a beautiful weekend out here. It's hot as hell or whatever. I'm still shouting y'all out. Shout out Cliff, shout out Keisha, shout out Biscuit, who's out of town right now. Make it back safe, sister. Doggone everybody that's in the land, man, right now. Y'all be safe this weekend, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the R&B Money Tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the YouTube theater.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shout out to the YouTube theater, man. I like the YouTube theater.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. We almost forgot.
So,
shout out Soul Movement.
Talk about it.
Shout out Soul Movement.
Talk about it, man.
Right. Shout out Chauncey Maynard. Shout out Jay Howard, man. Shout out all the affiliates. Everybody that's been close. Hey, shout out, man.
Come on.
Hey.
What's up?
Y'all the reason why we're standing here right now.
Come on.
Let's go.
Real talk. Everybody involved.
Yeah, man. We're going to get about this thing. All right, y'all. Peace. Hey.